Hey guys, we're back to another video. Today we're talking about possible upcoming severe weather and snow in today's video for the US here. So let's get into today's video here. First, here's our agenda here. First, National Weather Service alerts. Second, radar view. Third, today's forecast. Fourth, severe weather forecast. And fifth, winter weather forecast in today's video. So let's get into today's video here. Here are our National Weather Service alerts going on at the moment here. We see some winter weather advisories going on for the upper Midwest here. Some weather advisories for North Dakota, Minnesota, and northeastern Montana here. We also see some winter weather advisories and wind warnings here for areas of northwest Montana here. Also see some flash flood alerts for Idaho here. Also some flash flood warnings and watches for areas of Washington here. We also see some more weather advisories for some areas of the Northeast, mainly Maine here. We're seeing some snow going on for some of these areas. We've gotten some snow for most of these areas here, and we're still seeing some snow going on. And our probably biggest snowfall will probably be in Maine, where we see the most accumulation here in that winter weather advisory. Other than that, the rest of the U.S. is pretty dry, and it'll probably be the same story for most of the week for the east or southern U.S. here. But it's going to be mainly the same story for the southern U.S. for most of the week here, with dry conditions going on here. The only area where we might see some precipitation is up here, where we may see some snow showers go through some of the week here, and then we may still see some rain, snow showers going on for areas in the northwest also. But the southern U.S. and most of the upper Midwest should be pretty dry. Maybe some areas of South Dakota seeing some winter weather going on. But other than that, mostly everyone else is going to be dry most of the week here. So you're going to be seeing the same story until this weekend. That's when we're going to see our best chance of rain, thunderstorms, potentially some snow for some areas here heading into this weekend. So let's move on here. Here's our radar view going on right now. And we're seeing some snow showers as I was talking about here. Up in northeast here, we're seeing some snow showers. What I do notice here is we do have some of those breaks in here, so you might see a break if you're in some of these areas like Maine. You may see a little break from snow showers and then get into some more snow showers tonight. Because it doesn't look fully widespread. It looks like they're scattered here. There's going to be some snow showers there, a little break, more snow showers. It looks like something like that here for the northeast, so it might be kind of scattered for some areas up here in the northeast here. Then we see up here in the northwest, we're seeing maybe some snow showers going on right now, but no, nothing too big, not a big rain showers going on. Washington, Oregon, that's not what's going on today here. That might be happening in a few days there. We see some rain, maybe some snow mixture here for areas of Idaho and Montana, but nothing doesn't look like too big. It looks like we have some flurries going on for some areas of North Dakota there, so very interesting there. Other than that, the rest of the U.S. is pretty dry. There's mainly high pressures here, so we're not seeing really much going on in the southern U.S. And like I said, it's going to be mainly that way until this weekend here. That's when we're going to see most of that rain and snow moving to parts of the U.S. here. Alright, here's today's forecast for the Northeast here, and we're seeing about inch, a lot of areas for an inch, all the way down to our Pennsylvania here. We could be seeing an inch all the way down to there, potentially near 4 inches for some areas here, near 5 inches potentially for Maine here, and eastern Maine here, and also some near 5 inches here for the New York area, northern New York. So I'm sorry for any background noise. We also seen some near 5 inches here for areas of Vermont, New Hampshire here. So yeah, very interesting there. We are going to see some snowfall for some of the areas here, even near Buffalo, New York here, potentially near 2 inches near you guys, according to the National Weather Service here, for the next 48 hours at least. But this is as of 1 p.m., so some of these totals could have went down now by this point. Okay, here is our high temperatures here for the U.S. here, and we're seeing quite warm temperatures here, definitely above average for here in the Central Plains and parts of the southern Midwest here. We are seeing some above normal, way above normal temperatures here. 70 degrees for areas of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri. That's what's been most of the winter time we've seen above average, and today is the first day of meteorological spring, and you're seeing a nice first day in these areas. 70-degree weather. I'm loving it here. So 70-degree weather, way above average, about usually 50s for this area this time of year. Right now we're seeing 70. That's about 20-degree difference there. So we're seeing some warm temperatures, and we're going to see that for most of the week for these same areas here until that storm system moves through, bringing us maybe some cooler air here. And we see this goes all the way up to Maine here of high temperatures here of 50 degrees up here. So very interesting. 60 there, and Montana there. So, and then where we're seeing that snow around 50 degrees here, where we're seeing that rain, maybe flurries, some little areas of that. Where we're seeing some of that flurry activity up here in the Midwest, we're seeing around 19 degrees. So usual for if you're seeing snow here, 19 degrees is usually your high, 28 sometimes, as it shows here. Even up here in the Northeast, around 28 degrees here, where we're seeing some snow going on. So, but other than that, most of the rest of the U.S. is pretty warm here. Definitely above normal, like I said, in the Central Plains here. Southeast, probably near normal, maybe above normal for some of these areas, around 71, 70 degrees for near Nashville, and yeah. And we also see some warm temperatures going on for areas of California around 75, maybe even near 80 or 90 potentially here for some areas of Southern California. So you guys are going to be seeing some warm temperatures there too. Might want to watch for maybe a fire danger. We'll have to watch that closely. Probably not going to see much of fire danger, but just in case, it's going to be still warm in those areas. 90 degrees is still warm. And then we see some cooler temperatures, but still, 40 degrees is still quite warm for this mountain snow area. So we're seeing about 40 degrees in the mountain snow area all the way down to Denver, around 40 to maybe getting close to 50. Near Denver, actually, it looks like 69 for Denver. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Some warm temperatures for a lot of the Central Plains and Southern Midwest here. Okay, here are our low temperatures, and these are kind of above average for the Central Plains too. 40 degrees here into the southeast here, 40-degree lows here. So we're going to see some warmer lows for Central Plains here. 40 degrees is probably still a little above normal here for the winter here. I think usually these lows are probably near 20 degrees, I would say, probably this time of year. And we're seeing, if so, 20 degrees more here. So we also are seeing some cooler temperatures up here in this area where we're seeing some snow flurries happen at times. We've seen often this last little bit, and we're seeing 22 degrees for some areas, even near the upper Midwest near Minnesota and North Dakota. We're seeing 11 degrees potentially here. We also see some 17 degrees up here in the Northeast potentially. So some cooler temperatures tonight. Also some cooler temperatures for the mountain snow area around 18 degrees in western Colorado. Some warm temperatures going on also for California there near 55, where you're seeing 90-degree highs today. So very interesting there. Most of the west coast is pretty warm again tonight too. Yesterday was pretty warm. It's going to be again warm for your guys' area for the western coast. 49 all the way up here to Washington here in Oregon. Okay, here's today's forecast of what's going on here. Most of the southern U.S. we're seeing dry conditions going on here. We are seeing some rain showers going on for the northeast, some maybe northwest, sorry. Some potentially some rain showers going on, but really at least now in the next few hours it's going to be mainly isolated, and then it'll become a lot more scattered here for some areas of the northwest. Here in the Central Plains, lower Midwest here, we're pretty much dry. Upper Midwest, we are seeing some snow showers going on, potentially for North Dakota. This is mainly going to be for tomorrow, though, it shows, so very interesting there. We also are seeing some of that snow move out from today up here in the Northeast here. Some snow showers that'll move out. Potentially some flurries-like effect for some areas here, potentially near tomorrow, so that's something you might see. Even near Michigan and Wisconsin, you may see some lake effect snow there, maybe even some heavier snow showers for northern Michigan, and then most southern U.S. dry, not seeing really much here. Here's our severe weather forecast for day 5 here, and we see there's a rare 15% chance that was issued for northern Missouri and Iowa. So we are seeing a 15% chance, and that's pretty rare this far out. We are seeing a 15% chance for this particular area here. And usually, this time of year, we're usually seeing the severe weather threats down here. And this is a lot more north than usual here. We're seeing it all the way up in the upper Midwest here, potentially close to Iowa and Missouri here. We're seeing a 15% chance that would translate as a slight risk of severe weather here for these areas. So very interesting there. Here is our model here. Right now, like I said, the rest of the week it's going to be pretty dry for most of these areas here in the upper Midwest. Even the Central Plains, or southeast, we're going to be pretty warm. And then as this storm system moves in, we're going to see some rain storms, some severe thunderstorms. This warm air will make up to the northeast here also, so we will see some warm air. Then we're going to see a second system after this bring in some more potential rain, thunderstorms, even some severe weather, and then like on the northern side of these storms, potentially some snow. But we'll get in that a little later on here. But I'm more focused on the severe weather threat here. So this is gonna come in from the western United States, like usual. And then this is going to move into the central plains, bringing us our potential snow and severe weather threat. We see some severe weather tries to maybe develop near Saturday here. Then it moves off toward the northeast, but then we see even more storms try to develop later on here with some stronger thunderstorms potentially going later on into potentially Monday and Tuesday, seeing some strong storms, and then maybe even more strong storms later next week. So Dixie Alley, maybe some areas of Tornado Alley could start getting a little active. It looks like this area in particular, the next week or two, we might have to watch for some severe weather here. Not really over here, we're not seeing much. It's mainly going to be for most of Dixie Alley, maybe a little north near Missouri and Iowa. We'll have to watch also here, so we're going to be watching that very, very closely there. Now let's look at the instability here, and I think this has lowered since yesterday, but we still see 100 joules per kilogram. That's definitely still enough for some severe weather. As we go on, we see about 1,000 joules per kilogram down here with that second storm system moving through. Then it goes away. So one of our, like I said, this is going to be probably something I'll be seeing a lot this early spring. As we go later on the spring, I won't be saying this as much because there will usually be more instability this spring, but as of right now, because we're in early spring, really still winter actually, but it's just meteorological spring today. Actual spring isn't until later in the month here, but we don't see much instability come up usually here in the early spring into the winter months. We really don't see much instability make it up here, so that's what we're seeing here. Not really much instability, so that's kind of helping us here. It's lowering that threat of severe weather for some of these areas, but we still are going to be seeing 100 joules per kilogram. That we could see some isolated severe weather out of it, but we're not going to see probably too much. It's not going to be a big old tornado outbreak. You need like about 1,000, 2,000, maybe 3,000 joules per kilogram for a tornado outbreak here, and we're seeing 100, maybe 1,000 in Texas and Louisiana, but it's not, it doesn't last long, as you can see here on the model here. So this could still go up. It's still a few days out, but as of right now, it's not showing very much instability. That's going to be one of the limiting factors here of the severe weather chances here. Here is our shear here. And we're seeing some potential shear here. We're going to potentially see some shear here. For most of these areas, we'll have enough moisture. I guess I accidentally didn't add the moisture on here. I actually did, but I guess I had the shear on here instead. So we're not going to look at the moisture here today. We'll look at probably in a few days here. But we're looking at the shear here. There is going to be enough moisture for most of this area, about 50-degree dew points here. And we are going to see some potential shear here. We're going to have to watch that very closely. We will have some shear for some of this area. It looks like by the time these storms move into this area, it looks like it should mainly be moved out, but we will see about still 40 knots potentially for this area. The higher values won't be until most of the storms leave this area, but there will be 40 knots, meaning that there could be maybe a few tornadoes with this next storm system here. We'll have to watch it, and then as the second storm system moves through, we'll have maybe near 70 knots for some of these areas. But like I said, the limiting factor is our instability. We really don't have much instability, meaning that there won't be much storm coverage here probably for these areas, but we will have some shear for the storms that at least hold together and potentially produce a few tornadoes here. So we'll be continuing to monitor this the next few days here. Okay, now we're going to get to our winter weather forecast, our reflectivity here. So we're going to see that cooler air come in to the U.S., but we will see a snow chance on the northern side of this here. So we won't just see the severe weather chance, we'll see that snow chance. And we'll get 2 chances of snow here in the Midwest here. We're going to see some snow, potentially even some areas in the Northeast too. So most of the areas seeing snow now, we'll potentially see some more snow. So as we move forward here. So if we look here, as this next storm system comes through, the southern areas may be seeing severe weather. But you can see in the next few days we may see still some flurries for the Midwest. But the next storm system comes through, we could see some snow, ice develop for areas of the Midwest heading into the Northeast. As it gets close to the Northeast, looks like Maine's going to get some heavy snow. And the second system develops for most of the same areas here in Wisconsin, Michigan, then potentially getting some areas of Maine there, and then it moves out. It looks like a very quick system. It looks like it may be out of here, both of those systems, by probably Tuesday next week, maybe Monday night, potentially. So, but that's what's going on here as of our winter weather. Here is our snowfall totals here for Wednesday, until Wednesday, and I'm wanting to look at this. I'm not going to really focus on too much of snowfall amounts. I did kind of focus on that yesterday, but you gotta realize this is still many days out. This will likely change over the next little bit. But as of right now, shows the heaviest snow will be here in Wisconsin, potentially areas of Minnesota here, and then some areas of Maine, potentially some heavy snow here going on here. So this could include some of the totals from today. I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure this is the 18Z. Actually, no, this is 12Z, so this may include some of the totals from today. I still think some heavy snow for Maine here, with that snow moving through, and some heavy snow going on for areas of Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, so we are going to see that here, even some areas getting maybe near a foot, according to what this shows, but I'm not one to focus on the totals, at least right now, too much here. But it does show we will, over the next little week, potentially some heavier snow here, areas of the mountain snow area, potentially a foot, so very interesting there. Okay, I briefly talked about this yesterday. I'm not going to talk about through this again, but if you want to read this, you guys can. I talked about this in yesterday's video, so I'm not going to really read it again, but I'm just saying that I'm probably not going to have an upload Friday, and tomorrow I may not be able to upload, or I might be able to stream. I don't really know. I'm going to try to upload all this week, but I don't know if I will be able to, though. But no forecasting video on Friday, but there will be a 2021 storm season video, and I'm making that basically to count as the video for Friday, so yeah. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. It would help a lot. I'm sorry for any background noise in this video here, but hopefully you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.